Commanders-Cowboys.
Commanders-Cowboys. Next one on the slate. Dallas wins this one at home 44-22. Top 5 graded players that we have for the Dallas Cowboys. Edge rusher Jadeveon Clowney with an 89.6. Wow. Love to see that. Especially with Jadeveon. Is he wearing like 42?
Yeah, he's 42 because Ezraku's 41. Yeah.
Come on.
What is it? Trayvon Diggs wears 7.
We got to do something.
Isn't it Diggs wears 7? He wouldn't give it to him. Isn't that it?
He wears 77. Wait, who wears 77? Feels like an O-lineman number.
Yeah, I don't think D linemen wear. Do D linemen wear 70s anymore? I don't think they did. I don't see many. Oh no, they have to. I don't see many D linemen with 70s anymore. They don't really do it anymore.
Cornerback Deron Bland, number 2 on the list. This is big time interception, 83.4. Running back Javonte Williams, an 80.9. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, welcome back, a 76.8, and then wide receiver George Pickens, a 73.7. Dak Prescott, 75.9 in this game. On Washington's side of things, Deron Payne, a 90.8. Really good showing for Deron Payne in this game. Edge rusher Preston Smith, a 79.6. Offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil, 78.3. Linebacker Bobby Wagner, a 75.6. Defensive tackle Sheldon Day, a 73.7. And then Jaden Daniels obviously goes out in this game with, was it officially a hamstring injury? It looked like a hamstring injury.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, all right. It looked like a hamstring injury, but just want to be sure there. 67.4 overall grade in this one. Stats told the story, Dalton.
I think it's a notable contrast just watching these two teams on the same field where they are at in their passing game, right? With the Cowboys already being red hot and now getting CeeDee Lamb back to have 110 yards in this game and a touchdown. And then the Commanders and the direction this is going, not having Terry McLaurin, not having Deebo Samuel in this game, and then losing Jaden Daniels. And you look at just the difference in these two teams in the passing game. One number, EPA per pass, Dallas 0.111, Washington minus 0.232. Not great passing grades, and this is Daniels and Mariota together, but Dallas 80.3 with Prescott, Washington 45.9. We're for multiple reasons here, and I know we both have a combination of this down as our most disappointing. There needs to be serious concern about the Commanders and any sort of postseason hopes here. And I know the NFC is wide open. There's a lot of teams in a similar range. But between McLaurin's injury, which even with Daniels and the rest of the guys healthy has been a problem because McLaurin's the vertical threat in this offense, and not having that, you can feel it. Now Jaden Daniels' injury, which if he's out for any amount of time is not good. I know Marcus Mariota's played well at really any time he's come in there, but A, you never know when that bubble pops, and B, this team is designed around Jaden Daniels. And the third thing is this secondary just straight up isn't good enough.
Yeah.
The cornerbacks especially, it's just not getting the job done. Marshawn Lattimore, we've talked about him. He's struggling. You've got the entire secondary has struggled all year. The Commanders are at a real crossroads right now, and I believe they play Kansas City this coming week, which is not the time you want to play that team right now. I'm a little worried about them because you see in this game where we figured if the Commanders were going to win this game, okay, run the football well, control the clock, maybe limit some of the big plays from Dak Prescott. That just never happened, and their weaknesses are showing a lot more than their strengths right now, and the injuries are only compounding that.
Yeah, my most disappointing is the Commanders' secondary. When you look at just their corners and safeties this season, not even just this week, 46.0 coverage grade from us, that's 29th in the NFL. 0.113 EPA per pass allowed, that's 24th, and then 1,392 passing yards allowed from just their corners and safeties. That's 31st in the NFL. Funny enough, I believe the only team with more is the Cowboys, but the Cowboys obviously didn't play worse than the Commanders did, given the situation and just how they were defending the other team's passing attack. It's a major issue for them. There's no question about it. And they trade for Marshawn Lattimore at the deadline last year. Why? Because their secondary wasn't good enough. And now the player that they traded for in Lattimore struggled for them. And honestly, he has struggled his entire time that he has been in Washington. And he was a little bit up and down through injury when he was in New Orleans as well. It hasn't been like I think it was in the first, I'll say, third of his career where I felt like he was playing very, very well. He's gone through some injury, and I wonder if that's just kind of caught up to him in that regard, because his whole time in Washington, he has been more of a liability than he hasn't. And so when you look at the context of the fact that their secondary was already an issue last year, they were just making up for it because Jaden was that hot last season. now that the guy that they traded for is not playing to the level that they need him to, guess what? They're back at where they were last year. So it's not like a lot has changed in this secondary. The only difference is they have Trey Amos, but Trey Amos is a rookie. And he's played well, but it's hard to lean on rookies like that. So that's my concern with this team. The secondary's bad. The secondary was bad last year. They made a move at the deadline, and it did not turn into long-term or honestly even short-term success for them because Lattimore didn't really play well for them when they got down into the playoffs playing those playoff caliber teams. So that's a big issue. The stat that told the story for me, Cowboys fast start in this game. They were up 17-8 at the end of the first quarter. Dak had an 81.8 passing grade. Jaden Daniels had a 65.7, but Dak was just on fire. And they had the big throw to George Pickens. He had the big throw to CeeDee Lamb, which was more of a result of two Washington defenders running into each other and then CeeDee Lamb just coasting into the end zone after that. But still, it is what it is. And the Commanders weren't able to handle the Cowboys' passing attack to start the first quarter, and Cowboys never looked back.
I mean, Dak's played MVP caliber football. I get the argument. It's you got him, you got Baker Mayfield, Stafford, Sam Darnold's been great, Drake May's been great. We're gonna have a fun MVP. Patrick Mahomes is getting hot now, obviously, but Prescott, it's every single week. I mean, he just the level he's playing at, he's right back to where we were in 2023, where he was second.
He's better.
He's better even now than then. And you know what? Honestly, Prescott thought there was a scenario where with Pickens in the fold as the second guy where this passing offense could be good. The guy I want to mention here, I think one of the most shocking things I've seen this year is just how darn good Javonte Williams has been. Behind an offensive line that's had a lot of injuries, considering the struggles that Williams has had the last 3 years, 116 rushing yards in this game, 99 of them after contact, forced 8 missed tackles, 83.7 rushing grade. And then you look for the season, he's top 7 or 8 in just about everything. He's second in yards behind Jonathan Taylor. He's second in yards after contact behind Jonathan Taylor. He's forced 21 missed tackles this year. That's top 8 in the league. Javonte Williams has been so valuable to this team, just bringing that level of balance to a team that, the joke has been made in past weeks of like, oh, they're the Bengals. Well, they have Dak and the 2 receivers, but nothing else. Well, that's not true. This team can run the football because Javonte Williams looks better than ever. Out of almost,
which is great because he was awesome with North Carolina.
Yeah,
that last year that he was with the Tar Heels, he was special.
And his rookie year, he was really good.
Yeah,
and then the knee injury, and then everything just slowed down for him. But he just seems to have found the right place here as the workhorse in Brian Schottenheimer's offense. I don't think we can forget that part of it because this Dallas team, with Javonte Williams running the ball the way he is with the balance that they have, I mean, if their defense even plays a respectable game. Just respectable, and they did in this game at least with the Commanders having all their issues. They could win any game because this offense can win them any game. They can score with anybody.
Yeah, just one last thing about Dak here. 80.3 passing grade this weekend, which was the 5th best in the NFL. He's just consistently a top 5 passer every single week that he is out there. His going back to, you talking about his 2023 self, and I said he's playing even better. 6.1% big-time throw percentage, career best. 1.7 turnover-worthy play percentage, career best.
3 straight games without the latter there, without a single turnover-worthy play. 3 straight games.
And he is throwing it. It's not like he doesn't have a turnover-worthy play because his average depth of target's low and he's not throwing the football. Dak is throwing the football.
The go ball, the second go ball to Pickens right before halftime, that might be the best throw I've seen all year.
He's had some absolute dimes.
He couldn't have walked it to him better than that. That might be the best throw I've seen in any game this year. Just ridiculous stuff Dak's doing right now.
Yeah.